Welcome back to an introduction to iHawk, a series of videos introducing you to the basics of iHawk. In this video we're going to be talking about assets and asset groups. Every asset in iHawk reflects a physical asset in the field. If I open the sidebar at the top left, we can see that we're on assets, which are separate from groups and inspections. Assets simply reflect the physical asset in the field with the data that's been added, and are separate from inspections, although they are intrinsically linked to inspections. To navigate to an asset in the map view, simply move the map around, scroll in, and click on the relevant asset. This brings up a mini menu with a snapshot of information and some of the media associated with that asset. Another way to access your assets is to go back to the main menu and click Assets. This gives you the table view of your assets, and as we saw in the last video, we can sort or filter by any of these columns for particular assets. If I click into one of these assets, it brings us to the home page for this asset. Now on the left here you can see the basic information associated with that asset, including the lat long and a mini map of the location. And in the center we can see all of the inspections associated with that asset. Now if I go back to the assets page, to add assets we can go to the top right and click Create Asset, and we get the option to create a single asset or bulk create assets. Now in the vast majority of cases it makes a lot more efficient sense to bulk add assets. So if I click on that, and it brings up a wizard to help you bulk create assets. Now this wizard simply talks you through downloading a template CSV, how to add your data to that CSV and re-upload it. And in re-uploading that CSV, all of your assets will be added to iHawk. So if I cancel here. Now all of that information that you've added to your CSV is what you see in these columns. So you can see the name, any external IDs, asset type, groups, etc. So if I head back to the main menu, and if we head into asset groupings, so many of our customers find it incredibly helpful to group assets according to their preferences. For utilities companies, for example, this could be grouping by asset type, so transmission versus distribution, and then further grouping by an area and even specific lines. For construction and capital projects, an asset grouping could represent a single site, and further groupings could represent different areas of the site or different assets within the site. If we head up to Create New Asset Grouping, you'll be able to see that you can add a name and a description, and then you can add up to 5 hierarchies of asset grouping. This allows for a really customizable set of asset groupings and means you can group assets to meet your exact needs. So if I return to the table, so if I click to expand one of these asset groupings, we can see there's another level to this hierarchy, grouping into transmission, distribution, and renewables, and I can expand these to see specific areas or lines. So a really helpful tool to help you get your data organized.